You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Tennessee Shuichi's Path. So, oh my lord, we might be getting into the real meat of the evening here. Meat? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know what came over me there. But yeah, so, we're gonna see how this night progresses. Some of you have been giving me some not-so-subtle hints as to the contents of this particular evening. So, guys, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Please sit back and enjoy for the next 18 minutes. We'll entertain you, and let's jump right in. Alarm send you are up, and let's go. Okay. The shirt lifts, exposing his wet stomach and the muscles underneath. I have to admit that the movement catches my attention, and I can't help but stare for a bit. After a few seconds, I snap myself out of it and go back to functioning like normal. I think it'd be too much hope that you brought me some extra clothes, huh? I have some clothes I keep here at your place, remember? You do? Jesus, dude, every time I come over and I shower and get changed. Where do you think I get the clothes out? Where do you think I get those clothes out of when I do that? Oh, I thought maybe you brought them with you in a bag or something? Are you asking me or telling me that? You really need to think things over a little bit more. Well, sorry, I don't pay much attention. Anyway, we should go dry ourselves before we eat dinner. Shuichi walks up the stairs, presumably to go grab a towel upstairs. I decide to follow behind him. A few minutes later. Alright, I finished drying myself. That took a while. Your fur really takes that long to dry? It wasn't that long. Well, I had enough time to dry myself, get changed, transfer the food to different containers, and reheat it. We just brought it over from the store. You didn't need to reheat. It was rained on. It cooled it down a lot. Plus, I wanted to transfer it to a different container so water didn't get inside. You're so fussy sometimes. Look who's talking. Come on, let's eat. Wow, this food is steaming hot. I did tell you I reheated it. Sure, but some people might consider it a tad too hot. It could burn their mouths. Do you know what I call those people? What? Weaklings. Really? Saya-chan doesn't like food that's too hot. Maybe I should tell her you called her a weakling. What? I didn't... Give me a sec. I'll text her right now. Shuichi grabs his phone and begins typing on it. I nearly lunge at him in a panic. No! God, relax. I'm just joking. Look, I'm typing into a notes app. Of course I'm not going to text her that. How should I know? You've done this kind of thing before. True, but not when unprovoked. Provoking you is about as easy as enticing a bear with a jar of honey. I definitely shouldn't say something like that whenever Kamagawa is around. It's probably true, though. Just eat. Yes, honey. Please don't call me stuff like that. Fine, fine. I just find your reaction too funny when I do. Is this bullying? This feels like bullying. Shuichi grabs his chopsticks and picks up a piece of his tonkatsu. Man, grocery store dinners are better than they have any right to be. Tonkatsu is a bit soggy, though. I'd prefer it if it were crisper. Crispier. You can't keep it in a closed container for a long time with a bunch of steam and sauce inside and keep it crispy. I know, but I can still have my own preferences. Well, sure. I'd prefer if a genie came out when I opened the box, but that doesn't make it realistic. You don't have to modify what I say to absurd degrees just to disagree with me. I don't have to, but I do like to. Just eat your food and shut up. Yes, Mr. Sunshine. Are you actually trying to get a rise out of me? Me? Why would I? I just like teasing you. You're way too cute when you're annoyed. Please stop trying to annoy me for your own amusement. Aw, do I really have to? Puppy dog eyes are not going to work. I have a younger brother. Oh yeah, that's true. Boo! I just wanted to have some fun. You seem to be awfully chipper right now. It's a stark contrast to how your mood was earlier today. Yeah, you did wonders for my mood. Thanks, you. You're welcome. Aw, is someone blushing? Eat your food! Just another thunderclap echoes. The air around us feels like it even rumbled a bit. The lights begin to flicker alongside it, and the two of us look around. Wow, that was a pretty big one. Flickering lights are a bad sign. Maybe we should finish eating and go unplug stuff from the wall to make sure nothing crazy happens. Man, we had a typhoon not too long ago, and now this? It's summer, for crying out loud. Looks like the weather goblins are laughing at our summer. Weather goblins? Really? Of course. What, are you adept to the weather fairies theory? You're a dork. Look who's talking. The rain seems to only get stronger while we continue our meal. By the time we finish, there is wind howling outside and the water hitting the windows sounds like a bunch of rocks. This must be some really big water droplets. Should I unplug the fridge? That would probably be good. Suddenly the lights flicker another time and go completely out. Whoa, what the hell? Well, at least now you don't have to worry about unplugging your stuff. Sure, just keep it plugged to the wall if there are a bunch of power surges and whatnot. Sounds totally safe. We finish unplugging everything using our phones as flashlights. The lights remain out the entire time, giving no signs of coming back to life. Hey, you. I have to admit I can't see much from the window, but it looks like the other houses have no power either. That's not good. Jude lives nearby. I tried messaging him to see if the light went out there, too. Good idea. I type a quick message and continue walking around the house, checking the windows to make sure there is no water leaking inside. I think I'm going to go upstairs to make sure Aki or my mom didn't leave their windows open just to be safe. Do you mind if I wait for you in your room? We already finished checking down here anyway. I don't mind, but is there any reason why you want to go there? Nah, I just like your room better than your living room. It's cozier. Plus, it smells of you, which is nice. Well, don't say stuff like that. It's embarrassing. Alright, sorry. He's not sorry. Yeah. A few minutes later. Alright, no windows left open and no obvious leakages detected. I guess I can relax for a bit and just wait for the power to come back. June even messaged me back while I was checking. So, it wasn't just here? I'm glad. We were freaking out a bit thinking our power was cut. I'm a bit worried why his power would be cut, but I'm not going to ask. I don't think he'd take too kindly to me prying about it. Shuichi, you in here? Boo! Ah! Shuichi jumps up from behind me and grabs me by the waist, lifting me into the air and spinning me around. Ha ha ha! I gotcha, you're mine now. Shuichi, what are you doing? I'm just having a bit of harmless fun. Yeah, oh god. He places me back on the ground and flips me around gently, landing a kiss on my lips. Jesus, that's not good for my heart. I'm just trying to be spontaneous. Yeah, well, you being spontaneous isn't good for my heart. Oh, sorry. I give him a quick kiss and then turn around, walking up to my desk and taking a seat on the edge. Is everything in order? Yeah, the house is fine. Not going to come down on our heads, at least. Did you get an answer from Jun-kun? He said the power was out there as well. Oof, that's not good. I tried asking Hitoka, but she and Mom didn't live in the neighborhood and said the power was fine there. It's probably just a power line that got cut or something. Shouldn't take too long to restore it to normal. Sure, we just have to figure out what to do until then. We can just talk. We could cuddle. That too. You don't sound very enthusiastic about it. This kind of thing is still a bit embarrassing for me, that's all. Okay. Shuichi walks closer to me, taking a seat by my side and placing a hand on my knee. So, I'm gonna ask. It's been a bit over a week since we started dating, and, well, things have been going pretty well between us, at least for me. Where do you stand on it? Honestly, I'm shocked by how well things have been. Really? I can only make out a very few details of Shuichi's expression due to the darkness. His dark fur not helping any, but I can tell from his voice that he's smiling widely right now. Well, from his voice and the fact there's a little helicopter fan spinning around beside me. Yeah, sometimes when we get a bit more intimate, I have a moment where I would go, whoa, 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 what am I doing with Shuichi? And then that instinct goes away and I just feel comfortable. So, you don't feel like things have been going too fast? Haven't upset you or anything? Not at all. I'm pretty happy with how things have been going. To be honest, I'm pretty sure by now that I do like you like that. It's still a bit weird to admit, but that I have feelings for a guy, and you especially, but there's no way I can deny it anymore. You have no idea how happy that makes me. He wraps his arms around me, pulling me closer to him in a tight hug and burying my head in his shoulder. It's the same here, big guy. Shuichi kisses my forehead and pulls away from me, grabbing my hand on top of my leg and squeezing it. Were you really afraid you had made me uncomfortable? Well, I've never been in a relationship before, so I didn't know how to handle things. I might have been a bit aggressive at times. You mean horny. I don't know if I'd call it that. I'd definitely call it that. Fine, call it whatever you want. I was just a bit worried that it was too much much is all. Well, the first time definitely was, but I've been getting more comfortable with it. It still makes me embarrassed, but I don't really mind. You mean that? Yeah. Why? Shuichi pulls me closer to him, leaning next to my ear and whispering to me, it's free real estate. Well, I have to admit it's been hard for me to hold back, and I was kind of hoping we could go further today. Is that alright with you? Further? You mean... You know what I mean. Sex. He nods. His face is surprisingly neutral right now. I'm surprised he can keep a straight face while saying that. My face feels so hot right now, I'm sure you could cook an egg on my forehead. I'm not going to do anything you don't want me to do. If you say no, then I'll drop it. I was just Hoping. Oh man, this would be a really big step. Am I really for something like that? It's not like it'd be my first time. Well, hell, when I think about it, I've had enough experience that I shouldn't bat an eye at it. But because it's a man and Shuichi, I suddenly feel very vulnerable. Not that I mind that feeling. And I know I can trust Shuichi with anything. I know he'd never do anything to hurt me. Well, we're both guys, so how would that even work? You want me to explain gay sex to you? It's already taking everything I have to stay calm right now. If I had to explain... No, it's fine. I think I can pretty much guess. It's not like it's rocket science. I don't know why I even asked. So, you're nervous too? It doesn't look like that. Of course I'm nervous. Like what I'm asking you. No matter what answer you give me, it's still going to be nerve-wracking. My heart is racing here. For some reason, that thought comforts me. I want to try. I take a deep breath, trying to calm down my racing heart. I shouldn't be so nervous. I'm the one with the experience here. I should be the one trying to make him more comfortable. No, there's no chance that's happening. I can't calm down at all. I want to try. I'm just really nervous, so I don't know if I can do things properly. It's okay. Just let me lead. How are you going to lead? You've never done this before. True, but I've been preparing. That kind of sounds wrong to say. I'm afraid of what that preparedness of his means. You have lube, right? Yes, I do. And hearing you ask for it just sounds really awkward. Sorry. Oh my god, yes! Thumbnail material! Oh, that's so good! Man, Yu is a pretty big dude himself. It's pretty impressive that Shuichi can just pick him up and spin him like a top. That's pretty wild, actually. Shuichi gets up from the desk, standing in front of me and leaning forward until he's face to face with me. I have to admit, I do like where I've got you. That's a really weird thing to say. Then I guess I'm just a weird person. Shuichi chuckles. He places a hand on my stomach and I freeze. Before we go any further, if at any moment you want me to stop, just say so and I will. Oh, okay. Oh, and also, I love you, Yu. I know. I like you too. I'll take what I can get. Baby steps. God damn it, his smile is so handsome and disarming. I want... Shuichi? Yeah? His voice came out calm and deep. Even though he speaks in half a whisper, I can feel it reverberating against me. Kiss me. He chuckles, placing a hand on top of mine and stroking the back of my hand with his thumb. Oh? I never thought I'd see the day where you'd ask me that. Damn it, he's having way too much fun with me. Don't tease me, just kiss... Before I can finish my sentence, he leans forward and gives me a quick peck on the lips, grinning widely. Like that? My heart is racing inside my chest, so much that I fear it might end up bursting. Why is this so embarrassing? Shuichi is pushing my buttons, and I don't even know how. I have a hard time understanding how I even ended up in this situation with Shuichi of all people. Silently, I nod, incapable of mustering words to answer his question. It's just too embarrassing. Your face is so red, it's adorable. Shut up! Stop having so much fun at my expense! He laughs again, nuzzling my chin. Sorry, it's just not possible. He kisses me again. My eyes instinctively close as he leans in, and I feel his cold nose bumping against mine, and the wetness of his lips. Shuichi's lips linger for a moment, almost frozen into place. Hand begins to gently nibble on my lower lip, and it's like a shock runs all the way down from my lips to the base of my spine. His hands dig deeper under my shirt, touching the bare fur underneath and slowly making its way up. The feeling of his hand exploring me is exhilarating. At this point, my brain has already stopped functioning properly. I just feel myself given over to this situation, focused only on enjoying the sensations. Once he pulls away, he stares up at me with a lustful smile. It's a look I've never seen on him before, almost as if he were measuring me up. At first glance, his smile is kind and gentle, but on closer look, it makes me shiver because I suddenly feel like I'm prey. I realize only now that he's got me right under his thumb. Hey, you? Yeah? My voice fails, coming out hoarse and breaking a little. He caught me by surprise when his hand went even higher on my stomach, pulling my shirt up all the way to my chest and leaving me half exposed. That only seems to amuse him even more. May I have you? Oh god. That is one of the dorkiest things I've ever heard. But with the mood I'm in, for some reason it's really effective. I nod. Shuichi... Oh my god! He went for the zipper! Shuichi's hands travel downwards, and he grabs my zipper. At this point, it's a bit difficult to pull it down due to the tent that's formed inside. A tiny little part of my brain is yelling inside that I shouldn't let Shuichi of all people pull my shorts down. That voice is very quickly drowned out by every other part of my being. Oh my god. Oh my. Yep. Oh, lots of editing to do on this one. Shuichi tugs a bit on my legs, pulling my waist slightly towards him. With one quick motion, he pulls down my shorts and my underwear. And just like that, the most private part of me is now, yep, in all its glory, right in front of my best friend's face. He kneels down, and I can feel his breathing against the lollipop. I'm so embarrassed that I lean back and look up and away from him. I just don't want to see what he's doing. My face gets super hot just thinking about it. Oh, man, so this is what yours looks like. It's pretty big. Just shut up. Don't say stuff like that like it's normal. You're really cute. You're really cute when you're embarrassed. Don't say... Nah! I think I did that a little too well. Oh my god. My words are cut off halfway through by the sensation of something cold and wet sliding up against the underside of my... Yeah. My entire body shakes and I moan, and my voice going higher than I'd like to admit. Huh! Sorry, I wanted to see what your reaction would be if I licked it without saying anything. Shuichi touches his lip. Ah, ha, ha, ha. His tongue darting out of the lid. Yeah, how? I clench my fist to keep myself from making more noise. That's a satisfaction I don't want to give him. So this is what a lollipop tastes like. God, you really need to learn to shut up. Don't say something so clinical sounding like that. Man, you're way too uptight. You need to learn to relax more. He continues to play with the lollipop, alternating between quick and slow strokes against the underside of it. He's trying to get to the center so he can get that Tootsie Pop. He explores the whole length of the lollipop, kissing and licking the head of the lollipop, dragging his tongue from from the stem of the pop to the top of the pop. And don't stop till you pop. A few beads of sugar leak out, and he promptly laps them up, leaving a small line connecting to the lollipop in the tip of his tongue. Wow, yours is saltier than I thought it would be. Weird thing to say about a lollipop. Maybe it's saltwater taffy flavor. Why do you feel the need to say such embarrassing things? I'm just speaking my mind. You're the one that's self-conscious. Uchi's tongue runs circles around the lollipop, alternating pressure against the, My whole body shivers with every touch. The sensitive... I don't know why a lollipop would be that sensitive. Huh. Being caressed and massaged constantly. Even if he's clumsy and inexperienced, Shuichi continues doing it, constantly trying different ways to try, and, oh god, I know that face. To say it isn't working would be a lie. Are you liking it? He looks me in the eye, and when he asks, and I instinctively look away, my face flushing red. Yeah? Shuichi chuckles, kissing it. You like it when I play... You like it when I play with a lollipop? That's a really embarrassing thing to say. But I'm still asking, do you? Yeah? Shuichi chuckles again. It feels like he's got me on a tight leash and has no plans to let it go. Then say it. What? Say you like it. He can't be trying to make me say it out loud, can he? Come on, Sho. Come on, Sho. No, we're still going. What? Is it that embarrassing to say it? I like it. Like what? He really is trying to get me to say it. I like it when you play with the lollipop. Shuichi's hand strokes me in her thigh, cupping that, yeah. And slowly rolling, yeah. Oh my god! These sound effects. It's just... I guarantee you this is just someone literally sucking on a lollipop or a popsicle. A shiver runs up my spine. Shuichi... Yeah, he plays with lollipop. Yeah, making his way down until half the lollipop is in his mouth. Wow, that's impressive. Sho. Caught unprepared for the sudden stimulation. Yeah. I bite my lip, trying to keep myself from making more noise. The whole situation is already embarrassing enough without him having to hear me make noises. Uchi applies slight suction, running his tongue in circles around it while keeping the whole yeah. His hand strokes my thighs and starts to slowly move his head, trying to inch closer to the base of the lollipop, because he wants to get to that sugary core. I feel his breath coming out of his nose and hitting me. Shuichi tries to sink all the way down far too quickly, suddenly stopping and coughing. Yep, I've been there. I don't really have much of a gag reflex, so I have that problem far less often. Just saying. Shuichi pulls away, coughing a few times and smiling sheepishly. Sorry about that, I guess I went too fast. Jeez, be more careful. You're just a bit big, and I didn't think it'd be that difficult to get it all in. What a sentence, Jesus. Hearing him talk about my size is something I never thought I would ever happen in my life. Do you have any idea what you're doing? Not from practice. I've read about it a lot, but that's all I got. Sorry if I'm not good at it. I'm still learning. It's fine. Frankly, no one I've ever been with was experienced either, and he is definitely doing a good job. Oh my god. Shuichi slowly slid down, sucking on the lollipop again and adding a bit more suction to it this time than before. This time he moves a little faster, bobbing up and down the lollipop at a regular pace while twirling his tongue around the stem, because, that's something that people do. Sho. I couldn't even control my mouth anymore. Trying to keep myself from making all these funny noises was nearly impossible. Sensations continued building up, growing more intense with each passing moment, until... sploosh! He got to the core of the lollipop. Shuichi's tongue pressed and prodded, yeah. Oh my god. At which point, I'm sure probably leaking like a faucet. I have to grit my teeth to try and stay composed. Shuichi's hand wanders around my thighs, rubbing and groping me left and right. To the point of making me feel like I'm losing control. Huh. Damn! He lightly grabs and, sending electric shocks at my body and making me groan. I've lost track of how long he's been going at it. I feel a tightening inside my chest, slowly increasing, and before long I can already tell that he's almost done with the lollipop. Shuichi pulls away, looking up into my eyes and panting. For some reason, the sight of him like that makes my heart race even faster. Why did you stop? Sorry, I underestimated how hard it'd be to do this for long. My jaw kind of hurts. His hand makes its way from my thigh to my stomach and gently massaging me with the tip of his fingers. He kisses it, flicking the, okay? The entire body shivers at it. My cheeks feel red hot, and You're getting, that lollipop is almost done, isn't it? How can he say such things as that, a modicum of shame? I can't understand. I never knew Shuichi could be so sexual. Yeah? I meekly nod, trying my best to steady my breathing, which by now is ragged and irregular. It feels like I can't take a deep breath to save my life. What have you liked the most? What? I caught by surprise by this sudden question, cocking my head to the side in confusion. I've tried a few things, speed, suction, stuff like that, but I want to know what has made you feel best. I want to make you feel as good as I possibly can. My cheeks were even hotter at the question. I have to admit that I'm still not 100% used to talking about this kind of thing with Shuichi, so even when we're in the middle of it, it's still a bit... You? You? He calls my name in a deep whisper that almost makes me melt when I hear it. Is he actively trying to sound seductive? Because it's working. I like when you play with... Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, oh my God. Like this? Yeah. I'll keep that in mind. Oh my God. Yep. Ugh, God. Oh my God, these sound effects are killing me! I clutched the desk with both hands, keeping myself from moving them around and getting in the way. Well, nothing more than to push. Yeah. I don't need to overwhelm him and make him gag again. Besides, he's already doing a great job on his own. He takes my words to heart, focusing his efforts on my... His tongue makes regular movements. Yeah, okay. Maybe he didn't want to just run it in circles and keep me on my toes. Regardless, the feeling is incredible. The firm, okay. I really don't think I can hold off very much longer. Like, I'm gonna have to get another lollipop very soon. That face. That face, man! But at the same time, I don't want this to end. It feels too good. Shuichi. Shuichi. I call his name out repeatedly. For some reason, it makes me feel better to say his name. And it seems to excite him, too, as he starts to, yep. Ha. Ha. At this point, I no longer bother to keep my voice down. Even the sounds of Shuichi, I can't say that. The sight of him, can't say that. For some reason, the idea of my best friend, can't say that either. Actually, my entire body feels hot. It's hard to breathe, hard to focus. Oh man, I just want to run and get another lollipop. Shuichi, I'm gonna... Boom! And boom goes the dynamite. Violently contracting? Violently? Good lord. I arch my back, gritting my teeth until I feel like they might break. My entire body spasms 1, 2, 5 times. Each time, yeah. Okay. I can feel... Yeah, I can't say that either. Can't say that either. My breathing slowly begins to stabilize and settle down. My mind, along with it, starts working again, with my thoughts returning to normal bit by bit. Chuichi pulls away from me, kissing, yeah. Man, you almost choked me with that thing. That was a lot. Huh. Hello, Earth to you. Are you zonked out now? I'm fine. He chuckles, looking, yeah. Can't say that. Did you like that? Yeah, a lot. Did you? He giggles again, squeezing my thigh and eyeing me with affection. More than you can imagine. I love making you feel good. He can really say embarrassing stuff at times. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna pause it right here. Oh boy, I've got quite a bit of editing to do in this one. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. If a super thanks or a tip if you can, it always helps. A tip. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!